The burden therefore lies on the proposition to prove that liberal democracy, with all its attributes, including respect of the people's mandate, rule of law, and justice, is directly responsible for the failure of nations in achieving sustained economic development. And fundamentally, it is my conviction that liberal democracy has not failed the global south. Rather, it has been deliberately stifled by local elites and foreign superpowers in achieving their strategic objectives through what can better be described as sham democracies. And it is that which is the true cause of economic stagnation. But before I begin my arguments, I'd like to extend my thanks to the President for giving me this opportunity to speak on what is a really important issue in this historic chamber. It also falls upon me to introduce the speakers on side proposition. First, you've heard from Arwa, a particularly keen fresher from St. Edmund's Hall College, placing second in the election for Secretary's Committee. Time will tell if she can balance her lofty Oxford Union ambitions with achieving a first in PPE. Speaking second on side proposition, we have the Right Honourable MP for Argyll and Bute, Mr. Brendan O'Hara. Mr. O'Hara knows all too well about failed democratic experiments. In fact, his party, the SNP, has spent years demanding referendums they refuse to accept the results of, whilst presiding over a Scotland where economic growth is as elusive as a sunny day in Glasgow. Speaking third, we have the Pakistani Minister of Planning, Development and Reforms, Mr. Ashan Iqbal. Now, I'm not at all surprised to see Mr. Ashan Iqbal speaking on that side, attacking liberal democracy. After all, Mr. Iqbal's party launched the greatest attack on liberal democracy in Pakistani history by working with the military to rig elections and form a government despite having only won 17 out of 272 seats fairly,